Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, let's take a look at Bitcoin. And my goodness, I was ready to throw in the towel with the range that I was talking about last week. But then we had a tremendous recovery. So let's make it a little bit more simple. Here's the Bitcoin USDT chart. And it just looked like these 2 days right here looked like we're about to lose the range. This happens often. The reason why this happened is to market makers. They want to get rid of the stops. They want to, somebody, a trader is going to look at a range like this and set their buy around here, $25,350 or so. And then they're going to set a stop order somewhere around here, maybe exactly $25,000. We wicked below that $25,000, got rid of those stops in order for the market makers to make money. It happens. It's annoying. It happens. All right. For the market makers to make money before a move back up. And we moved back up and we closed the week above the bull market support band. I mean, it looked like we were about to lose everything. We're going to lose the range. Next level was about the 200-day simple moving average. It looked like we were about to go down there, $23,000, mid $23,000 range and rising. But we didn't. We kept the range. We kept above the bull market support band. We're in this really interesting point where we've closed a little below the 200-week simple moving average, which, if you know, just before this bear market, we never had a monthly close below the 200-week simple moving average. That's about 4 years almost. But we had a weekly close this past week right below the 200-week simple moving average. And so we'll see what happens with June. As of right now, I am expecting us to close the month above the 200-week simple moving average. I'm wondering if this is going to hold on a monthly basis. We'll see weekly closes below. We'll see plenty of daily closes below that 200-week average. But on a monthly basis, every month, I'm wondering if we're going to close above. And we could have some gnarly wicks. I mean, remember the COVID crash. We went down to $3,000, but then V-shaped recovery really quickly and didn't have a monthly close below that 200-week simple moving average. We had several days and some weeks below it, but not months. So anyway, we could have a major crash, look like a catastrophe, and still have a monthly close above it. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm expecting us to hold this range for quite a while. Bottom of the range being $25,003 or so. Top of the range being around $31,000. That as long as we are in this range, this is how I'm playing the range. Buying low, selling high. And then the middle of the range, buying, selling a little bit at that point as a trader. As far as general accumulation is concerned, it makes sense to buy when you see, buy when you see Bitcoin get at or near the bull market support band. So again, we had a big move early this year, peaked at the bottom of this range here at our current range. And then, the Silicon Valley Bank fiasco, we went right down to the bottom of the bull market support band, bounced right up, went a little too far gone, have just been stagnating. And I was talking about this. I was calling for it, stagnating until the bull market support band rose. And then we're kind of back in that range. And logically, what makes sense is to buy. Now, I'm a little hesitant, but to buy. And I'm wondering about what this is going to look like. And the thing that I've been wondering for months now is this going to look like 2016, 2017? And here's a chart to kind of illustrate things. I have Titan of Crypto on Twitter to thank. Give him a follow for this chart. But what this is talking about is the RSI. And so I have Stochastic pulled up here. But I will say, so RSI. We have a buy indicator, a sell indicator on this chart. And this has been very faithful recently for in the entirety of Bitcoin's existence. And so you see the RSI go above 50. And then as long as it stays above 50, we're good. And this is, I believe, the weekly RSI. I've been wondering, I've been hesitating to say it's not the daily RSI for sure, not the daily RSI. Actually, it might be monthly. I'll look into that after this video and make a clarification afterwards. But as long as we see the RSI go above 50 and stay above 50, that has been a good indicator that, when it gets to around 50, that's a time to buy. But if it goes below 50, time to sell. So we see it stay above 50, and here's 2017. Just stays 2016, 2017 stayed above 50 that whole time. And what we saw during that time is, if you could see what the bull market support band looked like during this time, we saw Bitcoin just rise a little bit and then bounce right off the bull market support band. Rise again, bounce. Rise again, bounce. Rise again, bounce. And it just kept on doing that for almost all of 2017 until a point in the middle of 2017 where it just decided, we're going to go off. We're going to begin this parabolic move and then just go way too far gone. And so next time it revisited the bull market support band, it dumped well below. So again, I'm wondering if we're going to see something like that happen again, where it's just the ideal times to buy Bitcoin are when we see it at or near the bull market support band. And then the ideal times to sell, if you're a trader, is when we see it go a little bit too far gone. And so again, take a look at this chart, look at the explanation here. But we see right now, RSI broke above 50. And that was, according to this indicator, the time to buy. And that was after a long period where it was time to sell, end of 2021, early 2022. So do not buy. This is, generally for longer term holders, not for traders. Do not buy, sell right around here. Flash the sell signal. And up until just recently, when was that? Pretty much January of 2023. That's when it flashed the buy signal, when RSI, monthly RSI, went above 50. And there's plenty of opportunity for it to touch 50, but we're going to bounce back. Potentially, what we would see, according to this chart, is another move higher after bouncing back off the bull market support band and off of the RSI, monthly RSI of 50. So again, look into that for yourself. Check it out. I think that this is a good indicator, along with just lots of things that we're seeing here. Volume is still low. Got to pay attention to the volume, but bottom of the range, right at the bull market support band, right around the 200-week simple moving average. We're going to see the 200-day simple moving average get up to these levels eventually, sometime soon. They'll all be there. We're seeing a lot of support for another move higher. As far as when that is concerned, I could see us dragging along in this range for several more weeks, even a few months. My guess right now, I was hoping and expecting at one point another leg up to $35,000, and that would be the peak. Right now, I'm thinking that over the next few months, we're going to stay within this range, and then sometime towards the end of the year, start making another move higher in anticipation of the next Bitcoin halving. That is what's on my radar right now. I think that when it comes to a lot of the FUD that we've been experiencing with Gary Gensler, with the SEC, that is more behind us than ahead of us. Obviously, economically, we have some major things that we need to work through. But again, Bitcoin is just overall, in my opinion, underpriced right now. When we got below $30,000, we entered into unprecedented territory in regards to the fact that Bitcoin never had a weekly close below the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level from its previous cycle top. We did way worse than that in this bear market. Got to $15,000 or so dollars, between $15,000 and $16,000. Bitcoin in that regard is still generally underpriced. And so it may be one of these things again, where this is the time to buy. It's just the argument against that is that Bitcoin has never truly experienced a bear market. And I don't mean a Bitcoin bear market. I mean just stocks, investing, a bear market. But then again, S&P 500 is making a rally. So there's all these things that we need to think through. S&P 500 is not doing what people expect. The people expected a 702 retrace and then a rejection there, and it didn't do that. It broke through. And so we're seeing moves higher in the stock market. I do believe 2024 is going to be pretty rough. Stock market wise, 2023 should be pretty good. But what's that going to mean for Bitcoin if 2024 is rough and the next Bitcoin halving is right in the middle of that? Lots of things to think through. And my best piece of non-financial advice is just throw everything out the window. You will not go wrong at any point if you take profits. I will never criticize you for that. So anyway, that is all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will most certainly be seeing you in another video. Peace.